Hey everyone, it's Spider-Man, and welcome to another video. And this one is, honestly, no, I haven't been reacting to blog content lately. I don't know why, but I just haven't. But I saw, oh crap, it's refreshing. Crap. I think it was from Lacked Chris. I can't remember, but it was something about Sakurai talking about the fifth fighter. And then I remember, wait a minute, I saw something like that, like a notification. It said something about that from block content. So I thought, I'll go check. And yeah, I am indeed right. Apparently, Sakurai has some info. So this is literally, and this is a real ass Nintendo Smash Ultimate League. And it's the most proper leaks if the information is true that Sakurai had actually talked about the fifth fighter. Because, I mean, a leak from Sakurai himself is the biggest leak you could possibly get. Considering that he is the director of Smash Bros. He is the guy who's running Smash Ultimate. Sure, not everything is in his control, but basically what gets into the game is basically all in his control. So without further ado, let's jump into this leak.
Sakurai talks about working on the next Smash character and this weird Ghosts and Goblins movie.
I have no idea what Ghosts and Goblins is.
What's happening?
Still need to react to that. God dang, I need to get floor time.
Episode of Block Content League Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Yes, Mr. Masahiro Sakurai has been appearing at events and is actually quoted saying that he has been working on something that we don't know anything about. So there's an article. I really want to get through this with you guys, and of course talk about this super weird.
Oh, there's an actual article on it. I've never seen an article talking about this sort of thing.
The character was also really great in the Marvel vs. Capcom game. So yeah, I want to talk about all of this so you guys get ready for something awesome. A lot of you guys asked for it on Discord, and here it is.
Are we gonna get a
question block where I answer your questions about Smash Fighters,
a reveal trailer or something soon?
Or even questions how to start on YouTube.
I'm guessing around the middle of December, maybe.
Right now to
at most. I don't know.
Your question live on our next episode, and I will actually do a question block very soon.
Because we know that the fifth fighter is more than likely coming out on in February, since that's the release date, the estimated release date. It said on the Fighters Pass is like up to February 2020, some day on February 2020, like I think the 31st. So it is definite that the final fighter's coming out next year in February. It almost seems like they planned this all along. Things are actually working perfectly.
Huge in terms of giveaway content, and it's going to change
in the development.
So I'm super excited about that before the end of this year. All right, guys.
Almost like they planned Terry to not be ready.
First of all, I wanted to talk about this weird Ghosts and Goblins thing, right? So
you get what I
over
mean.
to me through Discord, which actually the link is in the description of this video, so you can join the Blocked Content Discord with all your Blocked buddies right there, and let's speculate and have some fun, right? Well, this screenshot shows a user supposedly named Sabi making the following statement: FP5, so Fighters Pass 5, as of now, is Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, and of course some other comment right there. Well, this is really interesting because it basically is from a Discord that I don't know, which is called Leaky Speculation, one of the ones in there, and it says this channel is for discussing any upcoming news and of course just posting random stuff. So to me, this is really interesting because yes, Sabi, of course, we know as the person that has an
Yeah,
inside source.
Sabi seems really reliable from what I've seen. But I mean, like you said, it may not be Sabi. I could not confirm if that's Sabi or not. I definitely cannot. It could be someone posing as Sabi. It could not be Sabi. I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like if they were going to say something about a fighter, they wouldn't be so just straightforward. But I mean, I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
With
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate knows a lot of information, doesn't really want to talk about who Fighters Pass 5 is. We reported that yesterday, but now this pops up, right? Well, I can pretty safely say that this is not the actual Sabi and just a person disguising themselves using this name, so I don't want to, have people take this as a fact because that's not there at all. That's why I wanted to talk about it. But also, Arthur, that sparked something really interesting because I do think I've talked about this with my blog content team, and they think Arthur isn't that iconic. And if I think about it a little bit more, I could kind of agree. You know, Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and
Being
Ghosts.
not
It's like
iconic
the
would
sequel
actually
name.
be a
Anyway, the character also
would actually be a good give someone a good chance of getting as a DLC fighter because I mean isn't because I feel like what they're doing by having all these third party characters coming into the fighters pass coming into Smash, it's not only to just bring people to Smash more, bring people to getting into being interested in Smash Bros. And possibly at the same time promoting Nintendo's other franchises and whatnot, along with the franchises they're already with, like obviously Street Fighter. I feel like Nintendo's really buddy with the people behind Street Fighter. Isn't that Capcom? Isn't that? I don't know. And of course, Bandai Namco, and all them. But then we got all these third-party companies and whatnot. It seems like Smash is also helping to give their stuff more community. Like teaming up with Atlas would really give their stuff, especially Persona 5 and the rest of the Persona series, some clout. Dragon Quest as well, getting more people over here in the West more interested is quite a big thing in Japan, right? Banjo, I mean that's definitely going to give Microsoft some clout. Terry, gonna give SNK a lot of representation. I mean, yeah, it seems like it's not just promoting more to bring more people to Nintendo, but also to bring more people to the companies whose characters are being brought in.
appeared in the Marvel
If you get what I
vs.
mean.
Capcom games, SNK versus Capcom, and those kinds of things. Even having tiny appearances and stuff like Tatsunoko versus Capcom, Dead Rising 2, Project X Zone as an assist character, and a lot of stuff like that. Even a Ryu costume for Street Fighter 5. So this character has really been in a lot of crossovers, and well, I remember this character very fondly because I had the Super Nintendo game. So this character had a really fun way of playing through the stages. You had so many different spears and swords and weapons, but also if you got hit, Arthur would kind of remove all of the gear, right? Every time he got hit, basically all the armor pieces would fly off, and well, ultimately
And he would
you'd end
lose
up just in
defense.
your underwear, which had like red hearts on it or something like that. So it was pretty fun, and
Huh.
I thought the tone of the story was very interesting, but also just the fact that this character has been around for such a long time, and now he's also in these great fighting game crossovers. So a lot of people really see this as an iconic character. So it coming to Smash Brothers is not that crazy of an idea. However, I think that in terms of this character being a great original new pick, I do think that Capcom really needs another Smash character in there because there's such a wealth to choose from, especially like Resident Evil if you think about that kind of stuff. But yeah, Arthur I don't think has a great chance because he's already been in these crossover games, already has a very established moveset there. There's not too much original that you can do with the character at that point. Even they have some sort of Final Smash stuff where he transforms into his gold costume and does like thunder, everything like that. So I truly love that, but I think that that time for Smash Brothers is not here right now because I feel like it's already been done, and Sakurai really wants to be at the forefront of pushing characters outside of their boundaries, and this would be very much safe. This would be very a comfort for a character like Arthur. So I'd like to see another character from Capcom make that big jump, and a character that supposedly maybe not even has been in the crossovers, which would be pretty difficult to find. But I just want to point this out. This is not to be taken seriously.
Like I don't know about Hero. I know Joker has actually appeared as a costume in Sonic Forces. I don't know. I think Banjo appeared in something else. I mean, like after Banjo Kazooie, like after that, his own series took off. Not like before times like Diddy Kong Racing. And I know that Terry definitely has been in crossovers, considering that he, for any sort of crossover thing, I learned that Terry would be, the first pick. He would absolutely be the one to be chosen to be in that crossover. No matter what crossover it is, he would be. If SNK had, was King of Fighters or something like that.
Sabi is, of course, someone who doesn't like randomly do these posts out of nowhere, and this would have been much bigger news if it was, but I just wanted to set the record straight because people were sending me this and freaking out and were like, well, who is Arthur? Well, I know a little bit about the character. Played through the game. It's like really difficult, the Ghost and Goblin games, but I would say check it out. Also play as the character in Marvel vs. Capcom, and you get a little bit of a feel who the guy is. He has a big history with Nintendo as well, so yeah, I think that the time in Smash Brothers isn't now, but it could definitely be in the future. Now, as of that, I really wanted to talk about this Japanese Nintendo thing. So JapaneseNintendo.com, a really great website translating a lot of Japanese content that pertains to Super Smash Brothers, Nintendo content, and they translate it super well and post it for us to kind of know a little bit more about what's happening on that side of the world and kind of see a lot more Nintendo-related content that we normally wouldn't even hear about. They translate it for us. They bring it to the forefront. So the headline says, Sakurai worked on a new Smash fighter today.
That's just clickbait.
Incredible. That is big news, right? He doesn't normally put out a lot of statements. He does the column every now and then, but he never really says, yeah, we're working on something right now, an upcoming fighter. Well, it goes on to say this. At today's Famitsu Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Corporate Tournament, Masahiro Sakurai told the crowd, today, I also made things in the company, such as a fighter whom hasn't been known by everybody yet. And I came here after the work has ended. Thanks to Black Kite for the translation and Naruki for the clip, which actually is there posted below. So I'll link this in the description.
So we have of course, please note actual
the
proof
that they use right there on the screen. It isn't Springman. That is, of course, an assist fighter in Smash. And I watched the videos. And
unfortunately,
because Sakurai
I thought it'd be cool.
Is really very much a celebrity over there. So having him be there is a huge big deal. And it just makes me think, if he's doing that kind of appearances right now, if he can do it for like a Famitsu Smash corporate tournament, then he surely will be at the Video Game Awards at the end of this year, somewhere in December. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has been...
I don't doubt that they're going to make another reveal at the Game Awards. They did with Joker, and it blew up. It blew up. So I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to do it. Like with the first, with the last. But the thing is, who could it be? Cause like, obviously it's going to be like just out of nowhere, like Hero would. I'm sure some people definitely expected him. Well, at least Edric. Um, Banjo definitely people have been waiting for him for a long time. People just knew it was inevitable. It was going to happen eventually. Some could even say that Terry would be expected. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be one of those people, but maybe just someone out there. I don't know. But Joker literally came out of nowhere. It was just like, what the hell? Just like, whoa, whoa. Seriously, I'm sure that took people by storm. Not in terms of like hype, like Banjo did, but in terms of just absolute disbelief and shock. And so I feel like they would try to go for something like that again. I don't know why. I just feel like it. I just have that feeling that it's gonna happen. You know it's right. You know there is a big chance of you being absolutely wrong, but you just feel like you gotta hang on to that. You have to believe that it is true and it's going to happen. That's just me, though.
Actually nominated for the Game of the Year as well as Best Fighting Game. So
Yeah.
that alone makes me think Sakurai has to be there. Sakurai has to make the huge long trip to actually be there in person and maybe even get that award himself, but also tease the upcoming fighter that they are talking about today. So everyone's kind of speculating who this fighter is, right? But the interesting thing I find here, and this is of course really translated, so it could definitely be different, like an approach, but he says, today I made things in the company, such as a fighter whom hasn't been known by everybody yet, but he says, I came here after the work has ended. So did they wrap that character? Did they like complete something, or is this just some sort of translation?
Yeah. Well, either the translation is completely made up. It's not true. Um, they wrap something up about the fighter. Like, I'm thinking the deal between them and the company that the fighter belongs to. No, they got approved to use that character as a DLC fighter, maybe, or maybe they have wrapped up. Maybe finishing up the trailer, the reveal trailer for the fighter. Maybe design of the character. It could be just about anything, but like I'm definitely thinking more like the approval. Getting the approval to have that fighter be in the game.
Right? Well, to me, it really feels like they're saying the character is finished, and that's why I could attend this thing, right? So maybe all the fighters are now completed, and we don't know if this is like Fighter 5 that he's talking about. Probably not. And this would
It's either
probably be
Fighter
a bonus
5 or one of
character,
the
and as of this point of
the
recording,
fighters that
we don't
are
even
coming
know
after.
who the bonus characters in the game are. And
Unless
how
they're not
many
coming
are
after.
there, if it's another pass, or if it's just 2 or 3 other characters after that, if it's a lot more, a year more of Smash content. So this is truly interesting, and just the fact that Sakurai is attending these things makes me think that for the Game Awards we have something huge in store, because you guys know we got the Joker announcement, the lights went out, the screen glitched up and everything. That was incredible. That
Exactly. It was
mind-blowing.
mind-blowing.
They really want to do something like that again if they want to catch the world's attention. And Sakurai has so much stuff up his sleeve because we know he at least has 2 more Super Smash Bros. Fighters left, right? Because they said there are more characters up to the past, so that's at least 1, and of course the 5th fighter.
So I doubt it's just gonna be 1.
Is actually announced.
Especially because they said fighters, not fighter. Plus, I mean, that'd just be really strange. It's such a surprising announcement. It's just like, could there be really only be 1 left? Boom! More DLC fighters in development. Like, You don't make that big of an announcement, even if it's just for one character who everybody would be just freaking out about.
There's one on the Game Awards that will release at that moment in time, like immediately after the show ends. So even if Smash Bros. Doesn't win, they pretty much have everyone in the palm of their hands, and also another character is teased or is shown that is in development right now. That's a thing that they do on regular basis when it's not a character being announced solely, right? When it's a big event, when it's a big Nintendo Direct, they did something like that with Banjo-Kazooie, and earlier in that direct it was of course the hero.
Yeah.
They really like to do these 1+1, these 1-2 punches, and I think that Game Awards moment would be the best moment of all. So really curious if you guys have any thoughts on what the character is.
I couldn't say what character it could be. I don't know what, but definitely. But especially since we don't really get announcements that the character is finished or not. It's just our only sign that the character is finished is that we get the reveal trailer. Well, no, not the reveal trailer. We either get your release trailer, although we only got that for Joker. Actually, no. Yeah, we got that with Joker. We only got a reveal trailer with Joker. And for Hero, Banjo, and Terry, we got a presentation. But then again, at the same time, they could have had the character finished earlier. And if that is the case, then does that mean that they now finish this character, or at least the concept of this character, or somebody that got the approval of the character, earlier when Sakurai, earlier before Sakurai made that whole thing, made that announcement. We never got that sort of thing from anything. So that just makes me think that that's somewhat big, somewhat really big. We didn't get that with Hero, which really excited a lot of people over in the East. No, we didn't get that. It was Banjo, which is an absolute big deal for a lot of people over here in the West. Terry, I mean, it's still quite a big deal, especially for Sakurai himself, because I could just tell he really, really loves the King of Fighters series. And we didn't even get that for Joker. I mean, they did make it really dramatic and whatnot, but it wasn't like Sakurai hinted at anything that that's just making me think. He's just in the Smash Direct, which I'm pretty sure was before the Game Awards. Or so before Joker was announced, he'd just be like, he'd just like, the first official fighter of the Fighter Pass is someone you'll never see coming. And then on that day of the Game Awards, where Joker's like, oh my god, never see it coming, Sakurai, oh my god. But yeah, if it's what I think it is, and that's like the approval of the character, then that means it's probably someone who would have been hard to get the approval for. I know some of you may immediately point to Sora. Because, Marvel, well, then again, we did know that. We do know that Disney would possibly be up for Sora getting in, but again, I don't know. But then again, that could be with almost any character. Plus, I mean, not known to everybody yet. I just wonder what that means. Not known to everybody yet. Like, obviously, everybody's not going to know who the fighters. I mean, look at me. I'm keeping up with just about everything Smash from Nintendo. Just about. And I don't know, but yeah. But I don't know. My mind's just going crazy with the ideas I have. So I just don't know.